The plea deal in Hunter Biden's criminal case unraveled during a court hearing yesterday. A federal judge raised concerns about the terms of the agreement. The DOJ charged Hunter Biden last month with 2 misdemeanor crimes for failure to pay more than $100,000 in taxes. He was expected to plead guilty after making an agreement with the prosecution, which planned to recommend 2 years of probation, but instead the hearing ended up with Hunter Biden pleading not guilty. And indeed, it was a stunning development.
Everyone thought this was a done deal, including federal prosecutors. Doug Luzader joins us from Washington this morning. And Doug, this has been called a sweetheart plea deal, and now it's out the window. So tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, for now it is anyway. This really was surprising just because federal judges almost always approve plea deals because, you know, people come to before the judge and they say, look, this is what we've agreed to. Prosecutors are happy. The defense is happy. Right. The judge kind of adds a signature and away you go. In this case, the judge really kind of drilled down into some of the specifics of the deal. The judge herself had some concerns, but in questioning the deal, she also exposed a real rift between prosecutors and the defense team where they weren't even on the same page in terms of how much immunity, in essence, this really granted Hunter Biden. And at one point, one of Hunter's attorneys was overheard saying, let's just rip it up. So, you know, it's not clear where this is all going to head, but I think Hunter Biden walked into that courtroom yesterday thinking that he was going to walk out of there with a pretty good deal, and it did not happen that way.
Yeah, stunning to say the least. Now, there's also this issue, Doug, of whether Hunter Biden could be charged with some additional crimes, and those, according to the Republicans, involving his father, President Biden. So what are those allegations? What's that about?
Well, there's a question about whether he could be prosecuted for acting illegally as an agent for a foreign entity. That's called a FARA violation. Now, it seems as though Hunter's legal team thought that he would not be prosecuted as part of this deal. The defense seemed to say, well, we're still kind of looking into this. And that's where this whole thing began to unravel. That could touch off a much wider investigation that could potentially involve President Biden. It's certainly an allegation that Republicans have made. Now, the president himself has said again and again that he had nothing to do with his son's business dealings. In fact, he has even gone so far as to say he had never even spoken to his son about his business dealings. The White House has calibrated that a little bit since then. But nevertheless, if this investigation continues, it's going to be more headaches for the administration.
It sure sounds like it. What's next, Doug?
Well, they've got 30 days now. The prosecutors and the defense team have 30 days to see if they can reach an agreement to try to salvage this deal. But they still seem pretty far apart yesterday.
And what was the reaction from the White House yesterday about this case?
Well, you know, they've always been very careful not to really wade in on this publicly. What they've said is that the president and the first lady love their son. He's in the process of rebuilding his life, and they support him. But they really do not get into specifics involving the case.
All right, Doug Luzader live in Washington. Thank you for that report, Doug.
Thank you.